Okay, welcome everyone. This is Thursday night, September the 9th, and this is our training call. I am Nell Golinsky, and I'm going to be training this evening on Response Magic and the new widgets. I figured out a couple of new things today when I was playing with it, so I'm going to share my screen and show you what I found. I'm working on one of my students' websites. She hasn't started yet, so we're going to use her website as the training site. And when you're adding Response Magic to your website, the first thing that you need to do is to go to Response Magic and set up your opt-in form. Now, if you don't have Response Magic, you do have to set up an account, and you want to either click here or click here to create a free account. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. I'm going to use my account. I'll have to change it later on, but I don't want to create an account for her without her being on here. So I'm going to log into my account. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm going to create an opt-in form. So we're going to go to create and to opt-in form. And the first time that you create a form on Response Magic, you want to do one for your website prospects. So just click on the drop-down list. Website prospects will be your first one. Then you're going to go to your call to action, which is your headline. So we're going to create a headline, which is going to be register. Well, I've already got one in there. Register here to be updated as new offers are added. You can change the color by clicking here on this box. There's a drop down. You can create any color that you want. If you don't like the reds, you can move this bar down to the blues or the oranges or whatever you want. I like red, so I'm going to leave it red. And when you get down to where it says get instant access, if you want this box to be the same color, you can use this number here so that you can get the same color down here. So I'm going to copy that and move it down. I'm not going to use a video, so I'm going to skip that. I also skipped my call to action. My call to action is going to be sign up now. And I like to put that in capital letters so that nobody misses it. Now, create questions. Your next, the next step number 3 is to create questions. First name, last name, and valid email address is already on your form. I like to add the telephone field. I don't make that a required field, but I like to put it on there just in case they will leave it. I don't pay for the SMS part of Response Magic, so I make the first name, the last name, and the email address required, but the telephone number is optional because I don't pay for the SMS portion of a Response Magic. The submit button, which is the instant access, that I'm going to put here. I'm going to put sign up. Let's see, what did I put in there? Don't miss out. That's what I'm going to put in there. Don't miss out. And again, this is where you can change the colors, and I'm going to use the color that I had saved before, if I can get it to work. And choose the color. That way my colors match. My top color and my bottom color match. Okay, now step 5 is options. Do you want to allow the prospects to fill out the form by using their Facebook account? I always say no to that. I want them to fill it out. I want them to make them work a little bit. Click here to learn how to use the the mobile numbers. Again, that's the SMS portion. I don't pay for that, so I don't do anything with that. Append your privacy statement. I do append that. I always add, and apps. It has my name on it, but then I always add Nell's Tips and Trends. Tips and Trends. That's the name of my website. So they not only have, they agree to give me, Nell Galinsky, as well as Nell's Tips and Trends, which is my website, permission to send future emails. So that takes care of that. And then, do you wish to receive an email notification every time someone fills out this form? Yes, I want a notification. And then what action do you want to take to fill out the form? If you have a thank you page, you want to put that URL in here. If you don't, then just have them stay on the page. And then there's a message, a powered by message. If you click yes, it's going to add powered by Response Magic, free email marketing software. That kind of gives Response Magic a plug. So you can either say yes or no, that's up to you. And then submit and get code, click here. That takes you to the page with the code. You just click on this box, it highlights it. You can do Control-C to copy it. Then go back to your page for your website, and then you're going to go to widgets, and you want to place this code on left of menu, which is your home page, and you're going to go down to where it says widgets, and you're going to find your custom HTML. You're going to put your code in there, and then go to your right content sidebar. Do the same thing. You'll find the widgets, custom HTML, and put your code in there. Then you're going to move that. You're going to update. And then we'll go to the site. And there you are. It's on the home page, and it's on all of the, and actually with this new, the way the new widgets are, it takes out a lot of the space that was in the old ones. So that's how you do it on those, on all of your pages. It's on all of them now. Now, another thing that I kind of stumbled on today was, if you want to place a, say you wanted to place a registration form on the TV page. And if you go to edit page and then go down to the bottom of this page and put an edit block down here and do a widget custom HTML. And then you would want to create another, you wouldn't want to use that same opt-in page for the for this page. You'd want to create a new one, a new opt-in form, and you'd want to create a new list. So you would want to maybe name this for your TV list. I'm going to call it TV capture list, if I can. And you can use maybe the same headlines that you used before, same colors if you want. You can change it to different colors. I kind of like it that they save your information so you don't have to enter it every time. I forgot to tell you too, you have to make this mandatory, you have to change these little snowflakes to red to make it mandatory. If you leave them gray, it's optional. Let's see. Take this out, make this red. And let's see, this one, make that new. And yes. And submit the code here. Let me go back over to my page and preview. And there you go, update it. And that's how you can add it to your page. See how easy that is? So anybody have any questions? Anybody still with me?
Hold on. Yep, hang on. I took away the ability for them to, they can raise their hands, but they cannot do chat. So just raise your hands. And for those that have a question, to raise your hand, don't physically raise your hand in your camera. We don't always see those. Move your mouse at the bottom of your screen and look for reactions. And Renee Schwabel has a question, is first in line.
I've got her.
Okay.
Go ahead, Renee.
Hi. How did you get it to appear only on your TV page? Because I know when you first do the ones for the posts, I guess it's on the left and you do one for your page and it comes out on the right, correct?
Yes, I did it in the widgets. When I put it on the TV page, I went to my edit page.
Yes.
And I went over to the where you get your different icons and went down to widgets here.
Yes.
And then I chose the HTML block.
Okay.
And I put the code in here in the HTML block.
Okay.
And then that's what
All
I got.
right. And that's the only place that is going to appear on that particular page.
Well, it's going to be over on the right-hand side too. It's over here, but it's also on your page down here.
Oh, okay.
Too.
Got you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rick Overstreet. Rick, where'd you go? You can unmute. Where'd he go? Hang on a minute now. I gotta find him in the list. He disappeared.
Okay.
Hang on a second, Darlene.
I think his connection left.
Okay.
So there he is.
This is Darlene. I had a thing to unmute, so I went ahead and unmute. My question is, can you touch on how we manage the people who sign up in the list and the different colors that show up, the red and the yellow and the white and the little buttons next to their names?
If you look at your response magic, hold on a minute here. If you look at response magic, let me make this bigger again here. If you go to your, if you review your email contacts, the different colors are, if see up here where it says why some of my contacts turning yellow or pending, if you click on that, that will explain the different colors.
But if we have to manage it to where we only have 100 contacts, is that what I understand? Or is it 100 people you send emails out to.
If you have more than 100, they're going to charge you. Like I have
So-
over 1,000, so I have to pay, I think it's $19.95 a month. But if you want to keep it so that you don't have to pay, take off the ones that turn red.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so it's Suzette Womack. You can unmute.
So once you make this template, you can't really change it. If you want to change something in the template, you have to make a new one. Is that correct?
Yes, you have to remove this one and make a new one.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't change it. Or at least I haven't figured out how to change it. It's just as easy to make a new one. Maybe if you know how to do the HTML code, you might be able to, but I don't know how to do that. So I just
I've
removed
redone
this
mine
one.
many times. Yeah, I've changed the colors and stuff on mine, and I've removed and added and changed, and it hasn't affected my email contacts at all. Actually, I've probably gotten more.
You just remove this. You just take this out and put a new one in.
Yes, I just changed
Yeah.
the code because I do tend to change. If I change, you know me now, I change my background and I
Right.
change the links. So I change the colors.
Yeah.
That's just how I roll.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, I-
Paulette, go ahead.
I like the layout of this new one better than the old one.
I do in the widgets because it's cleaner.
Yes. You don't have that big empty space between the telephone
Exactly.
number and don't miss out. Yeah.
That's right. The only problem is once you add the switch them to blocks, then you have a bunch of empty blocks if you have Google AdSense, but they fill in off and on. It's just kind of strange, but it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paulette, go ahead and unmute, dear. Paulette, you can unmute. There you go. What do you have, Paulette? We can't hear you. She obviously doesn't have her video working. So now that's it for the raised hands.
No more questions?
I
Rick
guess
actually
not.
has one.
Is he back?
Oh.
He's there. It won't let him unmute.
Okay.
But since he's my student, I said, just tell me what your question is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
He said he's got an old one on his homepage, and I know what the answer is, but I want to ask it because someone might be afraid to ask it. And when he made a new one, the new one is on every page but the home page.
Did he put it on left of?
That's
He did-
exactly what I was going to say is,
Yeah.
did you put
He
it on
didn't
both the
change-
left and the right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to
You've
put it
got
on
to
the
change
left.
it everywhere. Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the only way, when you do the widgets,
You have to do left of menu and the right content sidebar. If you don't do the left of menu, it's not going to show up on the home page.
Yep.
all right.
Okay, we got Virginia on here now. If you'd like to ask a question. Go ahead, Virginia, you can unmute. Virginia Alexander,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things that I just wanted to double check, since I got Rosa PBS
Mhm.
and she is a juvenile, is it okay if I put my response magic on her page?
Go ahead now.
I would say yes.
Okay,
The people are going to come to you rather than to her.
that's okay, because I can route people to her. I just don't want her answering emails that responding to anything and having it be something she shouldn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that. One other thing too, I almost forgot to mention was if you don't have the search bar on your website, or on your on your pages, if you just go to widgets and click on where is it at? Search. You just click on search it pops up on here. I've already got it on here. I don't want to add it a second time. Well, I guess I could because I could remove it, but it'll just pop up on here, just like it is here. So if you don't have the search, be sure to add that.
Yep, and in the right place, right?
It pops up. It pops up in the right place. Yes,
It does. It does. When you convert to blocks, sometimes it does go down a ways. So you just need to change it. That's all. Just move it up, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
and there's also these arrows. If you do get it in the wrong spot, you can move it by using the arrows. The widgets work just like our blocks do. On the other, when you're working on your edit pages, blocks are the same way. If you click on your settings over here, it's just, it's the same way. They just work the same.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Okay, we've got Robert Eaton. You can go ahead and unmute, sir.
There we go. My question is, of course, you have the way you're showing it when we put it on the right sidebar, it's showing on all the pages. And when you did the individual page, it was down at the bottom. How do I not post a response magic on every page on the right so that I can have, like on the wine ambassador pages, I have wine ambassador response and, Bella Vita.
If you don't want it on the right of every page, then don't put it on the right content sidebar. You just put it on the pages that you want it on. If you do it on the right content sidebar, it's going to show up on every page.
So you're saying we can indeed just pick and choose which page we want to put it on.
Yes.
And that's under the settings, is that correct?
If you want to, like you said, if you want to pick and choose which page that you put it on, you're just going to go to the page that you want to put it on, and you'll go to wherever you want to place. Say, like say you wanted to put it. Well, you have to go to the edit page. Say you wanted to put it here between these two. You'd find the HTML code, go to the widgets, find the HTML code, put it in, then you'd want to do a specific opt-in form for that, so that your leads, when they signed up, would go into your leads list for that page and put your the code for that page in here, and then anybody that signed up on this page would go into that that leads list. Does that make sense?
But, that part does, but what if I want it over on the right column, not in the body of the text?
You can't do it. The only way you'd be able to do that, it would be, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to either put it someplace in the body of the text, or you'd have it on every page.
Basically, if you want something special for a special page, then you put an opt-in form for that special page. You always want your opt-in form on the right side of every page, so they can go and sign up for your emails, because you're going to have something new. It's not just your wine or Bella Vita, but the other 20 offers that we have. You want to keep them all to where they can fill out that form. Okay, Darlene is back. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have also found that when you do the special ones for the pages, instead of taking the code, you can take that the link, the vertical or the horizontal link, and attach it to, I put a button in.
Right, you can do that
and
also.
then you can attach it as it doesn't show the form, and it'll open it up. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Just like the wine ambassador buttons right now.
Right.
Exactly.
We have the website. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? It looks clear now.
Mm. Well, I am a
know.
person. I'm a person of few words. Sorry.
Yes, you are. And there's no, you did exactly the training. I mean, that's the training. It's not, you know, it's not a long training by any means, but there's so many with the new things that are coming out. It's not in our RRR training on how to do this. It's fantastic. I think you did an excellent job.
Well, thank
I
you.
agree. Renee raised her hand and a few others have now raised their hands.
Oh, okay.
Latecomers. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Renee, you can unmute.
Thanks. Can somebody
Mhm.
tell me, where can I find the training on the buttons so that you can send your customers to specific pages if you want them to sign up, if you want them to just become a customer or whatever? Remember the buttons?
From
I
Wine
think they
Ambassador?
were originally supposed to go with WineBot and all the rest of that.
They're in the websites of your WA back office. If you go to WA back office, go to websites. And all you do is copy that code and put it into your pages, and that button shows up.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I know what you're talking about now. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
I was gonna
Tony?
show her what-
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Tony.
I've been having a problem with the fine wines page down on the bottom with the wine and dine, where it says you're too young to watch this, or that's sort of what it's saying.
Mhm.
Only older people can watch this.
We had to remove that, Tony. It was
That's what
YouTube.
I've been-
Yeah, it was YouTube. So
Yeah.
we had to remove it, and we just leave the wine and dine links in there
Okay, that's
for
what
now.
I'm doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, until Roy can figure it out on how to get around YouTube, we don't have a choice.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that I was doing the right thing. And one thing I did is I took the two paragraphs that talked about that and I moved them down to the bottom. And then at the very bottom, I did a header and said something about, you can check this out on YouTube. There's all kinds of neat wine and dines. And
Fantastic idea. Yeah.
try to get people to go to see them.
Mhm. Fantastic.